Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
of Mornings with Brian. This is Moody Radio Cleveland, WCRF Cleveland, WVMS Sandusky, WVML Millersburg, WVMN Newcastle, WVME Meadville, WVMU Ashtabula, and everywhere with the Moody Radio app or at moodyradio.org/Cleveland.
Well, we tip our cap to Wayne Shepherd, who stepped aside today, as this is our Saturday edition of Mornings with Brian. So if you normally listen to Wayne, he supports this ministry, so he's asking you to do the very same thing today as we continue in our share campaign through today around, I think it's 1 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
And so I'm Brian, and then you've got this Saturday, Brian. So many of you are very unfamiliar with this one. And we've got Daria Swisher.
Good morning.
You running the live stream right now?
I am running the live stream. You can see our faces if you've never seen them before. Text live to 440-546-2255.
And I apologize in advance for you having to see my face.
Yeah, me
Aw,
too.
Ron.
My kids hid my makeup, so
They hid your makeup.
yeah.
That's Laura
I'm
Cuevas.
so sorry.
So
Should have texted me. I would have
I'm
brought
bare
you something.
skin today.
Wait, what does that even mean?
Natural
They,
beauty.
they took it out of my bag.
Oh, it was like your whole bag of
Yes.
work makeup.
Yes, they took it out.
And they, there's somewhere.
Yeah. So
Well, you
I'll
know
go find
what?
that later today.
You look naturally wonderful.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, this is Saturday, Lauren. This is what I would look like. I don't put
Okay.
makeup on a Saturday.
I normally don't look like this on a Saturday. Certainly not at 7 a.m.
No, no.
Normally, I look more like this.
Horizontal.
I sleep till about 10, which sounds...
Oh my goodness.
Well, when you're sleep deprived all week, you just throw it down.
That is crazy.
Yeah, well-
I woke up at 4 today, just ready to go.
Jimmy, my husband, he's like, hey, guess what? You get to sleep in. I woke up at 5,
Yay.
which for me technically is sleeping in.
Yeah.
I went to sleep at 9, and I woke up at 4, just ready to go.
Well, I'm glad you're here because you are ready to go. And then we've got... warming up the bell. Ron Eastwood, of course, with us as well. Ron, you look great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Always giving a thumbs up lately, which
Yeah.
makes me encouraged. It's partially due to the cast on your thumb from almost... Well,
Yeah, from
Almost
January
severing
1st.
it.
yeah.
It's
You're
been
almost
so
been a while.
long.
When do you get that off?
My return to work date is May 6th.
Oh, boy,
His other work.
Ron.
So I
He's
think
allowed to work here.
Yeah. I think I get the pin out April 8th. So the pin out of the thumb, and then I can probably on or off wear the cast
That'll be
until
fun.
then.
PSA, be careful with table saws.
Yeah.
I'll be more careful this year. It's almost table saw season for me. So seriously, like I don't want
Table saw season.
There's like a month or two where I just won't even go outside anymore to the shop. But it's getting nice.
It is.
It's very nice.
I'd
And
like
you
you to
don't-
make me a chicken coop. I've already told you where I want it, and I need you to make it.
Was
It's
there some-
long
Wow.
and skinny,
Where are you going to put it in Cuyahoga Falls?
next to my garage.
Are we changing the regulations?
I'd like to.
I think there should be
I
a
am the
full-on
mayor now.
campaign. I think the governor should just do a blanket
Oh my gosh.
Exemption.
Everybody can have chickens.
statewide.
Executive order.
I'd appreciate that. I have a cute little place right for them where they're not going to be roaming around and like where you can see them all the time.
Well, Daria made a really good point the other day where ultimately a baby chick is now just about cheaper than an actual
Correct.
egg.
Singular egg. A chick is cheaper.
Yeah. So,
Correct.
I don't know what you're going to do. But we're grateful that you joined us this morning. Please don't change the channel. We need your help. This ministry exists because of folks like you. And we are looking for financial support. So we have about $150,000 left to our goal. And I mean, I believe in miracles. So there could be some dramatic miracle, like LeBron James could just finally go, okay, guys, fine. It's
He's
the
been
finish
waiting.
line.
Yeah. Hey, the problem is he's been out in L.A., because he's playing for
Forgot
the
about
Lakers
us.
now. He lives at that house. He still has his house here in the Akron area.
Well, he could listen to us with the Moody Radio app. Take
right.
us
He
on the go.
could.
So true.
That's right. So,
I'm sure he's listening right now.
Of course.
hey, buddy, you're such a great ball player.
It's like 2 a.m. in LA.
So we have 150,000 left. So we need your support, especially those of you that rely on our Saturday morning programming. Programs like Parenting Today's Teens and Living by Faith and Open Line and Ed Stetzer Live and Land in the Book and Building Relationships and all those. So
We get a lot of comments about people liking Land in the Book. So
did we?
just in general, yeah.
Oh, yeah. People love that show.
Yeah.
Dr. Charlie Dyer knows his stuff, let me tell you.
Yep.
So what we're doing now is we're looking for our first Saturday morning gift. Before we do that, we did have some early this morning already.
Yeah, Olga in Beechwood. Not only
nice.
was she a monthly giver, also a first-time donor at all.
Woo.
Way to go, Olga.
So Olga's getting a huge stack of stuff
Oh, yeah.
because monthly partners, they get videos from Israel, Turkey, and Greece of teachings of biblical sites from Dr. Michael Rydelnik. They also get the Today in the Word subscription. It's our daily devotional. And a Moody Scripture calendar.
See?
And because she's a monthly donor, she gets a first-time donor. She gets our first-time donor gift,
Oh,
which
it's
is
big.
an excerpt from the Moody Bible commentary. And it's not like we're like, here's half the book
Right.
or here's half of Nehemiah. No,
Right.
we're giving you all 4 Gospels in full in a book form. It's very exciting.
And if you give at $30 a month, you get 50% off Moody Publishers. And if you like the excerpt, you can buy the full Moody Bible
That's right.
commentary at 50% off. I just got mine. I love it.
That's the best.
Now, also thank you to Pamela and Sullivan and Pamela and Worcester. It was a Pamela
The
extravaganza.
Pammies are out today.
If your name is Pamela, rise up.
Pamela's Rise Up.
Martha and Dalton and Galena and Medina.
Yay!
Yay, Ron.
It's been like this in Medina lately. So thank you.
Thelma and Illyria, Tony and Maslin, Kathleen in Painesville, Fred in Shaker Heights, Douglas in Bedford. What about you? Okay, so here's how you do it. You call 800-600-9624, 800-600-9624. You can also text the word share to that number.
think you guys are the voice that Moody Radio in Cleveland was missing, and I love that because, you know, while I can listen to Janet Parshall at 6 o'clock, she's going to speak some truth, but she's going to come down on one perspective that Moody has taken for years, and that is, you know, killing it at a legislative level. Abortion is wrong, absolutely, but I never hear the woman, the family, the circumstances, and I'm not justifying the sin. I'm just saying that you all give voice to the other perspective.
Well, thank you so much for that. 800-600-9624, moodyradio.org. Good morning, Saturday morning, friends. This is our morning show team for weekdays, 6 to 9, Mornings with Brian. Also live streaming for you on our Facebook page and on YouTube. And we're going to get to some wonderful comments from those who have given, but we're still looking for our first gift while we're on the air this morning.
Yes.
We're going to cheer for you. It'll be amazing.
And we do have a dollar for dollar match right now.
What?
We have $2,500 available for gifts of all sizes until we meet the match. So, $2,500 available. Give a gift of any size and your money will be doubled.
That's math I can do, provided it's an even number.
Right. Well,
Preferably with a zero.
no, I think you can double almost all of these.
We'll see. Math is not my strong suit. Speaking of that,
Yeah, don't do 68. Can't do that math.
well, I mean, we're going to get to some comments in a minute, but I don't know if, Daria, you and Ron realize that you are with celebrities right now.
Wow.
What?
We were on Chris Fabry Live yesterday.
And I'm on the
Lauren-
radio right now.
No, on national
National radio,
with
wow.
Chris Fabry. Chris Fabry.
Yeah, Chris
Oh, you said
Fabry's
that.
great.
Chris Fabry Live.
Super nice
He's
guy.
so nice.
We were on a show during Share. It was amazing.
It's fun.
Colin Lambert was there as well, doing more math in one sentence than I have done in decades. It
Yeah.
was a lot. In fact, I had to say, I think, something right out of the gate.
Yeah, you
like,
said you guys are doing a lot of math here.
I didn't know that would be doing that. Hi.
Don't you guys say that and we'll just talk.
So since it was Pi Day, Chris was gracious to us, and he didn't ask us to plug any of the matches. He's like, hey, so what's your favorite kind of pie?
Oh, nice.
Easy
nailed that.
answer.
Yeah, we were like pie buddies.
Yeah, pie buddies.
Key lime.
Key lime or a lemon, any citrus pie I'm all about.
I'm not about the lemon meringue. I could do
Oh.
without
Really?
the meringue.
I love a
You
meringue.
just like the tanginess. You don't want any of the other stuff.
Yeah, I've been known to scrape off the meringue. It's
Because
tasteless
the
and
meringue
weird.
No,
does
it's not.
lessen the tang.
Why would I want that?
Yeah.
I want
It's
more
some
tang.
people do.
creaminess.
I want lemon meringue pie. Hold the meringue.
So you just want a lemon pie.
A lemon pie.
Yeah.
Which is
Like
the
an
thing.
icebox lemon
You
pie.
can have a lemon pie if you
Yeah.
want.
Don't
Don't scrape
I
off
want
the
one.
meringue though, because meringue's difficult.
Yeah, it is.
But is it
Very
really worth all
fragile.
the effort? Like
It is.
So you just go. Let me just start with the meringue.
No, you eat them
Meringue.
together.
Oh, meringue.
You eat them together. They're complementary.
This guy.
Meringue is so gross. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I'm happy that you do. I just don't like it.
Any citrus pie I'm happy with,
The best kind of crust, graham cracker.
obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the other kind of pie, it's like pie crust. It's like, okay, this is
It's
here.
a little too flaky.
Yeah, the graham crackers. Like, could I have double?
Just graham crackers.
That's
Actually,
why.
can I have s'mores?
No, this is why, and you haven't done this yet. We're going to do this
Is
as a
s'mores
team.
a pie?
Yeah, what are you
You
saying?
could probably
Or is it
make
a
it that
sandwich?
way.
A s'mores is a sandwich.
But you could make
Yeah.
a graham cracker crust and then put a layer of marshmallows and then
S'mores pie.
layer chocolate on top of that and then put more graham cracker crust on top,
Ron's a baker.
Now,
basically.
what's our favorite ice cream place again?
Pavs,
No,
Yes.
Mitchell's,
Mitchell's. It's tied
Okay.
with Pabst. Okay,
Dairy
Mitchell's.
Queen.
Handles.
The secret to the key lime pie ice cream is the graham cracker crust
It has bits in it.
inside it. It's not just graham cracker bits, it's graham cracker crust in the ice cream, which is different.
I'm pretty sure a crust is something that's at the bottom of something.
Yeah.
So there's a crust on the ice cream. There's something at the bottom of the ice cream.
they make graham cracker crust and then crumble it into the ice cream. You don't understand?
Sounds good.
No, there is a difference.
Yeah, because it's got like butter and
Butter, powdered sugar.
butter and lots of goo in there that makes it stick together and
No,
taste
it's just
nice.
butter and powdered sugar.
Okay. Well, we'd like a big slice of a gift from you. That's what
Yes.
we want. It could be key lime or not, but it's preferably monthly partners. And we're looking for that first person to take advantage of this dollar for dollar match. We have up to $2,500 available for gifts of any size that whatever you give is matched dollar for dollar, okay? So let's do this. 800-600. 9624. Then we'll get to some comments in a minute. I said I was going to, but we got carried away with pie. So in just a minute, we're going to hear some of your wonderful comments. 800-600-9624. Text share to that number. Again, 800-600-9624. Or go to moodyradio.org.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
Giving to God's kingdom makes an impact. Call or text the word SHARE to 800-600-9624 or give online at moodyradio.org/Cleveland. This is a special edition of Mornings with Brian and Spring Share 2024.
We are your WCRF weekday morning show. Glad to be here and grateful that Wayne Shepherd stepped aside so that we could be hanging out with you this morning for this one-shot Spring Share on Saturday. All right, this is what we're doing. We're just giving you a couple of hours of asking for your financial support. That makes Saturday mornings possible here on WCRF. The station is listener-supported. That means that donations are what keep us on the air, so we need yours. Lauren, we have a match right now.
Yes, we are in a dollar-for-dollar match. $2,500 available for gifts of all sizes. And monthlies count towards that. And not just like the $25 a month, but the entire year's worth of money goes towards the match.
And that's fantastic.
Yes.
Now, our dear friend Daria is scouring all the wonderful comments coming in. Daria, let's hear from a few people who've left us a note.
Okay, so Benjamin is 7 years old, and he gave us $1 from his piggy bank. Says he heard on the radio in the car how Share works to fund Moody, and he wanted to participate with Mom and Dad's help. Says, God bless you all.
Oh,
Guys, a 7-year-old can do it.
That's the
yay,
cutest.
Benjamin.
It is the sweetest. Thank you so much for that. We don't care if it's $1 or $1,000. Every little bit adds up. And God sees what you're able to provide. And, we think he honors that, if it's a large or a small gift.
Share another one.
Okay, Olga says, Moody Radio is the only station that I listen to every day. It calms me down, keeps me connected to Jesus on a regular basis. I'm Jewish, and I'm so grateful to know that you guys support my people and the rise against anti-Semitism. Love you guys.
Amen. Yes, we do. Thank you for that. Now, Ron Eastwood, we heard from a 7-year-old a couple of days, yesterday. We have a 4-year-old that has been doing voice work for us to help promote the how to give during Share. And this happens to be a family member. This is Lauren's son.
Yes, my 4-year-old Trey.
He listens to a lot of Moody.
He listens to the show for about 15 minutes every weekday, and he memorizes our phone numbers.
And our names.
Yes, and our names, and he talks about them.
Eastwood.
And he just refers to me as that little guy.
Yeah, the first time he met you.
Hey, where'd that little guy go?
Yeah, we came to your house before he moved here, and you were showing him around, and you went somewhere, and he looked at me and go, "Hey, where'd that little guy go?" Like, oh, Brian? He was 2, okay? Give him a break.
That's fine. That was cute. I don't care.
Yes, he's like a budding star.
Text share 300 600 9624.
I love
You heard it here first.
It's not
Yeah.
4, it's 4.
Thank you for recording that from your
Sure.
cute little Centre.
Yes.
And in just a year or two, we'll have to call him the handsome big guy
Yeah, that's right.
so he doesn't feel embarrassed.
Big kid.
So we're grateful for your financial support, folks like Olga and Pamela. And Pamela, all the Pamelas,
Pamela's Rise Up.
Martha and Galena, but we're looking for you and wherever you are. Maybe you're in Cleveland itself. Maybe you're in Euclid, Olmsted Falls. Maybe you're in Rocky River or Medina. Medina's been a little sleepy.
Yes, please rise up. Make me look a little better here.
Cuyahoga Falls has been all over the place.
Yeah,
though.
of course. That's what we do.
Now that Lauren lives there, it's getting a little rowdy.
Yeah, come on. We show up.
This is weekend, Lauren. So you haven't been quite as intense today about them giving. You haven't seen any Cuyahoga Falls yet.
Well, we haven't seen any Garrettsville either. So.
Yeah, well, sleepy small towns. It's barely even open today.
No, you can't make excuses.
We're working in the field.
You can't make excuses.
We're helping the Amish.
Oh, so now it's okay that they don't show up.
We just got to give them some time.
Right. Okay. Shouldn't they be up earlier since they're farmers?
Yeah, they're busy.
Well, I know
okay.
down in Medina County, people should be up because they're heading to Hinckley to watch the return of the buzzards. It's the annual Buzzard Day.
I'm going to need an
Is that a
explanation.
sporting event or is this hunting or what?
No,
Is that a
the
team?
buzzards
Is that a
are
hockey
actually
team?
the birds, the turkey vultures. And every year, March 15th, like clockwork, they come back to Hinckley, hang around the ledges. They're just
Isn't
there.
it weird how it's like that? Like, this is how God designed it.
So
the
in
same day.
In Medina, you guys just watch buzzards.
On March 15th,
On March 15th,
we go to
watch buzzards.
Hinckley and watch them come in and eat pancakes at the pancake breakfast.
You
know,
eat the
fundraiser.
pancakes, but they don't eat the pancakes.
I thought you guys were feeding the buzzards pancakes.
Well, you probably could.
You could
I
probably
don't think
collect
they're particular.
roadkill.
I think buzzards
Yeah.
would eat anything.
Yeah, it's
kind of
probably
kind of their thing.
Gather all the Medina County roadkill for the buzzards. Wow.
What a job that would be.
And isn't it kind of funny, though? It's like, all right, hey, guys, March 15th. It's time.
Yeah. Let's start
Buzzard
the trek.
time.
Wow. Have you ever seen a turkey vulture?
I don't know.
They're quite ugly.
Yeah, they're pretty gross. Sorry, guys. I mean, they just got
Yeah,
to
they're
town.
listening.
They're not
so-
listening. I don't think they're offended.
Well, they're already upset that they haven't been given pancakes all these years. They
Well, they're
show up at the
bald,
same
so-
time, and they're forced to eat dead stuff.
All I know is that they're bald and then have big bodies
Yeah,
and scary beaks.
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Oof.
I wonder if Jamie Buxton from City Mission, if her husband he's a birder,
Right.
Yes.
Sean. Sean Buxton may be watching the turkey vultures today. You know?
Text her and ask.
Yeah,
Maybe he doesn't know about it. You could make his day.
I doubt that. He's a birder.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's been happening since 1957. Well, the celebration. The
Wait.
birds, the vultures have been coming back.
I was going to say, were they
The buzzards,
evicted
yeah.
in 1956 from their regular spot?
Yeah.
All I'm thinking about is Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
Yeah.
Ooh, if that were done with buzzards, that
Watch
would
out.
be even more scary.
You should go down there and check it out today, Lauren.
That's okay.
Report back.
Yeah, I'm all right. Thanks.
You could take your kids.
No,
You're not a bird person, are you?
not really.
Trey likes animals.
Yeah. Like dogs and cats.
Well, has he ever seen a turkey vulture?
No, but I don't want to look at him. And if he's got to look at him, it means I got to look at him.
Yeah.
Well, and when you're normally looking at them like not flying around, they're eating something that you don't want to look at.
Right, it's kinda
So
gross.
there's like two reasons not to look at them.
Right.
Okay, so don't look at the turkey vultures. Instead, grab your phone and give to share.
That's right.
Do you see how we did that?
Nice
Yeah, bring it
segue.
all back.
You're welcome. 7:24 now on WCRF. This is the Saturday morning edition of Mornings with Brian. You get it twice a year, and here we are. So we'd be grateful for your support. We have a dollar for dollar match running this very moment.
Yep, gifts of all size go towards the match of $2,500. We'd love to see that first gift come in for the match and for our morning together. Call 800-600-9624. You can also text the word SHARE to 800-600-9624.
Pastor Chuck Myrick, senior pastor of Arlington Church of God in the Akron area.
Well, Brian, thanks for having the courage to make this a part of your dialogue. Appreciate your ministry. And I ask that the Lord will just continue to bless you as you help us all to hopefully pursue justice, mercy, and the Lord's will. Peace to you, bro.
Thank you so much, Pastor. Again, this is Mornings with Brian Saturday edition, and it's Spring Share 2025. We have $150,000 left to reach our goal. Already have had so many of you give. 2,000 people have committed to supporting this radio station at almost $400,000. I mean, we're at $394,000. So thank you to all who have given. Certainly there's no rule about giving once.
I think I've seen a couple people that have given multiple times.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And perhaps you...
A name and a location looks too familiar that many times.
We actually had Kathleen comment making her second gift today. She says, I gave this morning but felt compelled to give again. I couldn't make it without Moody Radio.
Oh, thank you, Kathleen.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
And I want to be sure to remind you about the option of a monthly partnership, because I think that enables you to give a little more than you normally could, like right now, because you spread out your gift over the year. And it's much easier, as you can imagine, to budget as a ministry, knowing we have that monthly donation to rely upon.
Right.
Yeah, maybe you can't do $1,000 right now, but you could do $84 right now for a monthly gift.
Very nice.
Thank you.
That was huge.
Very helpful.
Gold star for you.
Thank you so much.
You could also just give $100 a month, or you could even just give $5 a month, for goodness gracious.
Yeah.
And then who knows what that would be, but it would be a lot over the year.
$60.
See?
I know what that would be.
See?
He's the who.
And what I think one of the best parts of being a monthly partner is you get a lot of benefits that go with it. You get a year subscription to Moody's Devotional, Today in the Word. It's the print edition. So for people like me who like actual paper, I'm a big fan of the paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's small. You can tuck it into your Bible, and then
True.
it's right there when you get up for your devotions, or if you're an early riser for work, maybe after work when you do your devotions, you can, just pop open the Bible, pop open your devotion, and there it is all together.
You get Moody's Scripture Wall Calendar, and then you get access to Bible teaching from Dr. Michael Rydelnik. He is Dean of the Undergraduate School, Jewish Studies Professor, host of Open Line. From Sites in Israel, video was taken. Lauren was there when
Yes,
it was
I
taken.
was.
Were you holding the camera?
No.
Were
Our
you-
friend Chris Seagard was holding the camera.
You were just trying to avoid the camera.
You're in the background of a couple shots, aren't you?
I don't know. I've never watched them.
Maybe
I
you
should
should.
go watch them, see if I'm there.
And then brand new for monthly partners is access to videos taken in the recent Journeys of Paul tour, where Dr. Rydelnik and others are teaching on historic sites where Paul did all his stuff.
Yes.
Terrific. All
Turkey
his
and
stuff.
Greece.
Great stuff, that Paul.
Love that guy. And if you donate at $30 a month or more, you get access to 50% discount of all Moody Publishers titles for the life of your gift. And look at here. We've got a double whammy from Michael
Whoa.
and Canton.
Yay, Michael! First gift of the day for us. He also got his monthly gift matched, because we have a dollar for dollar match right now for gifts of all sizes. So he's a monthly giver and a first time giver.
That's a
Woo.
big deal because
Let's get all kinds of stuff.
he gets a gift that, Lauren does not get excited about things.
Not really.
I'm still more excited that she has her first house.
She gets excited, just not about things you want her to get excited about.
Or I
Yeah.
don't get excited in the way you want me to get excited.
Like visibly and audibly
Yes.
Right.
and verbally.
That is audibly.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying like
Got him.
like external excitement in any measure. You yelped, right? Or what did you
Yelp.
Squeal?
Squealed.
You squealed when you
Little
saw
puppies
this gift.
yelp when they get stepped on. I
Right.
squealed.
Okay.
Like a fangirl.
Yes.
About
About the gift for first-time donors. It is an excerpt from the Moody Bible Commentary. It's all four Gospels. And it's very soft on the front. It's nice paper. It's not a regular soft cover book.
no, it's special.
It's very fancy. And it's big enough you just keep it with your Bible. If you have to go reference something, what does that mean? I don't quite understand that. Look it up.
Then yeah, that's what Michael and Olga get
Yes.
because they're first-time donors. So thank you so much for that. Don't forget to drop a note if you have some time. But either way, on a Saturday morning, I know you're sleepy, but you can still just give easily without having to talk to anybody. Just go to the website. Go to moodyradio.org, moodyradio.org. Get your gift quickly, online, safely, and securely. You could also text us. Text the word SHARE to 800-600-9624. Text SHARE to 800-600-9624. We'll send you back a link, or just call that number, 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
You guys this morning. I don't ever listen to FM radio. My apologies. And I got in the car this morning, and that's what was on.
Right on. I appreciate all that you guys do each morning. I listen pretty much every day. You all do a great job with your program.
Hi. Thank you guys for your ministry. I so appreciate you guys.
Right on.
Hi, guys. Just want to let you know I listen to you every morning on my way to work and love the show. It's a great way to start my day.
Keep doing what you're doing, guys.
I like listening to Ron in the news, so it's all good.
Me too. Ron's
It
my
is all
favorite.
good.
Ron is all good.
He's a fan favorite, Ron Eastwood.
Yes, he is.
Who
Yes.
doesn't love Ron?
And since I put the Rontage together, imagine how that worked out.
I wonder how we got that audio.
Yeah.
We'd actually do hear organically from a lot of people how much they love Ron.
One of my kids yesterday, I was driving my 7th grader around. He brought you up. And I forget
wow.
why it came
Oh
up,
my
but he
gosh.
said something like, he can use a cell phone? And I was like, excuse me?
No, he did not.
Yeah. I
How
was
old
like,
is he? 200? Oh
That's
my
my
god.
boy.
I was like, excuse you, it's Ron Eastwood. He's the coolest guy I know, and he's not that old.
Hey,
Calm down.
to be fair, my dad is a little bit younger than Ron and just figured out how to use a smartphone, so it's not a completely invalid question.
Yeah, but your parents are older than Ron.
I
His
know.
grandparents, and he's seen them use cell phones.
I know. I don't understand where this came from. It was out of nowhere. And I was like, hey, you, leave my friend Ron alone.
Does he know how to use a cell phone?
Leave my overly aged friend Ron alone.
He's very fragile. No, I didn't know where it came from. And it was like,
Well,
calm down.
we were all texting each other. Maybe saw it come up on your phone that Ron texted.
Yeah, you know what? We were driving somewhere, and your names kept. We were getting a flood of group texting,
Flurry, uh-huh.
and it keeps popping up on the screen where we were watching the directions. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Ron is unironically the hippest boomer I know.
True.
He really is. He's barely a boomer.
I had a door-to-door salesman come by yesterday, and we were out.
Wait, what? I haven't
still
had that.
exist?
I haven't had that.
Oh, yeah.
Selling encyclopedias?
No,
Vacuum
he
cleaners?
was selling cell phones, ironically.
No, he was not.
What?
Yeah. He was
Why would they think
repping
that
one
this
of the
works?
major, the 4 or 5 major.
Like AT&T or T-Mobile or something.
He's trying to get you to buy a cell phone?
Well, to switch over to their service. And
That is
so,
crazy.
I don't think I've heard of that.
oh, yeah.
Wow. Did you do it?
He was a super nice guy, used to work at P. Graham Dunn. Unfortunately, they've gone out of business, so he had to find a new job. Now he works for one of the major carriers, door to door, wherever they send him.
Does he, though?
And you would know the entire life story of someone that just popped up on your doorstep.
Yeah, because we sat out there for a while chatting.
We sat?
Yeah,
You had him sit on your porch and you chatted.
yeah.
Wow.
Because
I would
obviously
say, get off my lawn.
I took him up on his offer, cut my cell phone bill in about half. And
Wait, so you bought something from a door-to-door salesman yesterday?
That works?
yeah, I'm going to switch my service from the one I was with for 13 years, who have given me what they said was the lowest they could do, and going to cut it in half with another major carrier.
Wow, he just met his commission on Ron.
It's a great move. I was already shocked at the door-to-door salesman. Second, that a cell phone carrier is doing this.
Yeah.
Third, that you bought something from a door-to-door salesman.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Ron Easton, what a great guy. You did help this guy hit his commission.
Yeah. When they chase me down at Target, I'm like, please leave me alone. Do not chase me down at the Target.
Yeah,
I got one of those in the Chicago airport last week. Like, do you live in this state? It's like, why would anybody that's just hanging out in the airport live here? I'm clearly waiting on a connection.
The key is to walk past those folks real fast.
With your eyes closed?
Yeah. Don't. If you make eye contact, it's over. Hey, do you want new windows? No, I don't want new windows. Yesterday, I was... Oh, Tara and Canton.
Yay, Tara!
Woo! Thanks for getting us back on track.
Tara and Canton, first-time gift. Oh, thank you, Tara. And it's a monthly gift.
Yes, we've had a lot of monthly first-time givers. It's very exciting.
That's 3 in a row. Thank you, guys.
And Canton. Canton's rising up.
Canton's rising
Canton
up.
rise up.
I claim Canton because it's right next door to Akron.
That's fine.
There you
You
go.
can have Canton. Unless Pastor Nick was here, then he gets to claim it.
We've been competing as a team because we all live in very different places of how many communities surrounding our hometowns are we able to claim.
Yeah.
Daria sent us a picture yesterday that made me laugh. It was
I
of
actually
the
laughed out loud.
solar system.
I was putting my 18-month-old to sleep and I laughed out loud and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to be quiet.
She circled the earth and said, "This is mine."
She said, this is where I live,
Well,
so
you-
all of this is mine.
You circled like half of the actual state.
You literally did, and you were right on the edge. You were on the edge.
I barely put the edge of my, and I went to I've told you, I'm taking Pennsylvania all the way to Pittsburgh. I've told you this.
So if you're from Pennsylvania and you want to give a gift and be on Brian's side, you can. But
Yeah, Newcastle,
But I have claimed the
Meadville,
earth.
But
Beaver
Darius
Falls,
claims the earth. So
Butler, Pittsburgh, Aliquippa.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, they're all Brian's territory.
speaking of door-to-door salesmen, I also had one.
Did you have him have a seat and have a little chit chat?
Some
No.
lemonade.
It was chocolate-covered pretzels from a middle school-aged little girl.
Okay, that's acceptable.
It was very exciting.
See, it's not.
She was so nervous.
Aww.
If she only knew the power of the cute 7th grade girl selling
seriously.
chocolates, she wouldn't need to be
Chocolates.
nervous.
Chocolates.
Is that what I said?
Those were the vibes. Selling chocolates.
So you got a little verklempt and you.
Oh my gosh, she was so cute. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I have money. Please wait here. I'm going inside.
And you bought it from her.
I did. I stole money from my own mother who's visiting. I said, Mom, please, do you have some dollars?
That's so great.
Yes.
Look at this. It's door-to-door sales.
And they were s'mores flavored.
Oh, you love
So,
s'mores.
Yeah.
Were they
I
good?
had options, and I was like, obviously, I'm picking s'mores. Yeah, they were good.
Are they gone?
Yeah, I only got 2.
Now,
Or were they
obviously,
Like singular
Okay, little ones that were
stick
individually wrapped. Okay.
Okay.
ones.
I was like, 2 pretzels.
No, like the long stick ones, the rods, pretzel rods.
oh, there you go.
Very nice. Look at you two.
Yeah.
Community-centric.
Yeah.
You must love Jesus.
We do.
Yeah, and so did Tyler, my salesman.
Oh my God.
He's a
That's
believer?
so cute.
Yeah.
Were you witnessing to him?
No, it came up in conversation before I even got that far.
Ron Eastwood. What
Do
a
you
guy.
Look at Tyler.
And look at Ron. Ron is an inspiration.
He really is.
Ron, I want to be more like you when I grow up.
Well, start driving to speedways at 3 a.m. and see who needs a ride.
It's an inside story that I don't have time to tell you,
Yeah.
but Ron.
Ron picks up people at the gas stations and drives them to where they need to go.
Yeah, and we don't recommend this at all.
And his
especially-
wife
Unless
gets
you're
mad.
Ron.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. So this is the kind of stuff we talk about everyday life.
This is what Mornings with Brian sounds like.
Yes,
Everyday life.
hopefully a little more exciting, but
But no. I mean, Ron, your example is a
Ron.
good
It is
one. A lot of
true.
people pride themselves in either putting up a sticker on the door that says no solicitors, or they like to slam the door in their face or whatever. And you not only brought up Jesus, but you helped this guy in his job.
Yeah.
And you saved yourself some money. It was like a win-win-win-win-win.
yeah, all across the board.
And you ended up with a new set of encyclopedias.
Well, almost. But if you want to be a winner, donate to Share.
That's right.
Because
all winners.
you get us the financing we need to continue on in what we do. And as we continue on, every day you can tune in, whether it's Mornings with Brian or Janet Partial in the afternoon, Chris Fabry. You can peek over the backyard fence and talk to Chris. There's all the things you could do because you keep us on the air.
800-600-9624. Be like Tara and Michael. We have a $1 for $1 match available.
Yes.
About $2,100 left.
And monthly gifts are a part of that.
So you could spread it out and take advantage of it. 800-600-9624. MoodyRadio.org. MoodyRadio.org.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
1986. Yeah, my babysitter, I taught school and I just had a baby, and she came over and she was going to stay at the home and watch my child. And she said, but I have to listen to WCRF. Where's your radio? And that's the first I heard of it. And I've been listening ever since.
And thanks for your dedication to this radio station. We love hearing stories this time of year about how long you've been listening to Moody Radio, how you found us, and we're so grateful for that. This is Spring Share 2025. It's the Mornings with Brian team. All of us together on a Saturday, just as if they hadn't had enough of us, Lauren.
Ciao.
Lauren and Dari get to hang out with us again.
It's kind of nice, isn't it?
I think it's nice.
Aw.
I like seeing you guys. I like you guys. You're great.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything on the air that Ron can use against me later. I say my nice things off the air.
Well, we are certainly grateful that you're buying into the mission and vision of what we're doing here. That's what this is about, okay? So Moody Radio has been listener-supported since 1958. So what you're saying is, I believe that it's important for the gospel to be proclaimed for people in their homes, in their cars, wherever they listen. And also, by the way, digitally released. We have a bunch of our programming that you can get on podcast, and ours is streaming on the interwebs.
The World Wide Web.
YouTube
Streaming
and
right
Facebook
now.
and such, yeah.
We did just launch our podcast a couple weeks ago.
So your gifts take care of all that. They make sure those things are covered and really help people take the next step in their walk with Christ. We're not just evangelistic, although we are. We also are a radio station that believes in discipleship. Mm-hmm. And our program in the mornings, I would say we're more discipleship than evangelism.
Yeah.
Because we just kind of, although we talk about what it takes to be saved, we want to help you grow in your faith in Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And I always been struck by something I didn't hear myself, but Joe Stoll said many years ago at Moody Bible Institute. He said, you should ask yourself, do I look more like Jesus today than I did 90 days ago? And if the answer is no, you've got some spiritual work to do. We should be constantly making adjustments in the way we think and act so we're more and more like Jesus every day until we go home to glory. So that's what we'd like to do around here. And we're just asking you to do what your parents have done, your cousins, your uncle, your grandma, some of you, your great-grandma, donate to this ministry. And Nancy from Strongsville did it.
Yay!
Yes, thank you, Nancy.
Strongsville, South Park Mall.
Dari's claiming that one.
I am.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, so we're buying into Brian's vision.
Oh.
I'm just playing by your rules.
Yeah.
My husband works there, so I get Strongsville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say Strongsville is much closer to Medina than Akron. But you've got
But
a
we
point.
are accepting that philosophy then.
Not for you.
Oh, I see. That's what I figured it was.
Yes.
So I love Strongsville. I've had my kids actually a couple of times from where we live in Garrettsville take their friends all the way to Strongsville to South Park Mall.
Wow.
It's a nice mall.
And it's like an hour and 15 minutes away from my house. I don't know what's wrong. We got Eastwood Mall. I think of you every time. There's Eastwood Field in Niles. There's a baseball field there.
I think there's a school, Eastwood School.
It's Ron's school.
Yeah. So, Ron, thank you for your great work in Niles.
Just rename Medina Eastwood. Petition.
I don't have that power, but we could work on it.
Wasn't your brother on the school board in Medina?
Yes, he was.
See, his sister was the head of school, right, at Open Door Christian Schools.
She
in
was
Elyria.
principal.
You guys are basically running the state.
Phone the governor, put Ron in charge.
You can run. Ron for governor.
Yeah, I could try that.
I'd vote for you.
Me too.
Me
All right.
too. It's done.
There's 3.
All in favor.
Dana, of
That's all we
course.
need.
Yeah, Dana's on the fence.
His wife, Dana.
She wants a vacation. It's been a couple years.
She's lobbying.
All right. So we've got Olga in Beechwood, Michael in Canton, Anonymous in Canton, and we've got Nancy in Strongsville. And all those are doubled.
Yes, we're in a $1 match. There's $2,500 available for gifts of all sizes. And that includes monthly gifts. So if you give a monthly gift of $25, not just the $25 goes towards the match, but the whole year's worth of monthly gifts goes towards the match.
So give today. All you have to do is call 800-600-9624, 800-600-9624. Text the word share to that number, and we'll send you back a link. Or just go to moodyradio.org. We would love your financial
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
Dave Safransky in studio with us.
God loves a generous giver. I love a generous giver. I want to be considered a generous giver. And so this is a great place to invest in the future. And that's exactly what it is. Lives are saved every single day on Moody Radio. This is a powerful force for good and for the Word of God to get out to the community. I see this all the time where somebody had written in, well, I hit the wrong button and I listened to Moody by chance. I don't think so. I don't think that was by chance. I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in chance. I believe in the power of God, and that's why you're listening. And we want to continue that, and I need people to come up right now. Let's start giving. We need $500 gifts, and we need some $1,000 gifts, and I know you could do it.
He's not kidding. That's David Safransky. Joins us each Thursday on Mornings with Brian from 8 to 9. And our team is here on a Saturday morning because we love you and we love the mission of this organization, and we're asking for your financial support. And we've got a wonderful incentive right now. Lauren, we have a $1 for $1 match. It's my favorite kind.
Yes, you're doubling your money right now. Gifts of all sizes will be doubled. Someone said, if people can give this much money, I will match that. So take them up on it. Give a gift now. and your money will be doubled. Dollar for dollar match until it is met. $2,500 available.
I want my car horn to sound like that.
You wouldn't be taken seriously.
You can probably do something to make it sound like that. I think you can buy custom horns or whatever.
Yep. Okay, I'll work on that. In fact, you guys carry on. I'm going to check Amazon here. We're going to just see if we can iron this out. No, just kidding. I'm not doing that. We're grateful for you. And a dollar for dollar match is a great way for you to invest in this ministry. We're listener supported, have been since 1958. We have 149,000 to go to reach our goal of 100%. So we need your help to get there. It's going to take a whole bunch of us coming together, especially those of you that are Saturday morning listeners. Maybe it's the only day of the week you listen. That's okay. But remember that any program you hear right now, like usually I think it's Real Life Loading right now with Shelby Abbott, pardon me. I know a guy named Nikki Allett, so it's just...
You're not used to reading this early on a Saturday.
I'm not used to being awake this early on a Saturday.
True.
And
our friend Mark Gregston is normally on a Saturday morning.
Yes.
Love that guy.
Yeah, he's the best.
I'll
Big jet
save
mustache.
my story of him asking me to join him for dinner until next time.
Okay, until next time.
Well, until next
half hour.
Or two,
yeah.
3 call-in shows, Trillion Newbell, Living by Faith, Open Line with Dr. Michael Rydelnik, and Ed Stetzer Live. Come on.
Yeah, if those have enhanced your faith or your knowledge of the Lord Jesus, we're just asking that you either just give a one-time gift or treat this like a subscription. I mean, there's so many things in our lives today that are subscriptions. Maybe you subscribe to Spotify. My children were relentless until Sarah and I did this. And then maybe there's Netflix for you or Hulu or whatever. Those are subscriptions that you just set it and you're like, I have this. This is great. We're asking you to voluntarily do that. We're going to give this to you anyway. But would you consider it? Generosity is something Christians are supposed to display. Now, I don't want to press you too hard, but wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hope you enjoy this free service that's only here because people donate. You.
Exactly.
Maybe you would. 800-600-9624. We actually had somebody, and this is beautiful. They did a monthly gift, $7 a month.
Yes.
Why 7? I don't know, but it's perfect.
That's what they can do.
They can do that every month, and they're treating it like a subscription. So maybe you could do that or do 25 or 30. We've had people do $100 a month because they can afford that. And like Dave Safransky mentioned a few minutes ago, we could use those $500 and $1,000 gifts, and that would help us take care of the $2,000 we have left right now in dollar-for-dollar match money. Daria, I know there's been some comments in the last little while. There's been a couple that I'm sure you want to share with us, so take a look. And we love hearing those comments, so type them in if you have a minute.
Yeah, Martha says, I've been a listener of Moody since back in my teens. I was raised in a Christian home. I love the Lord and being encouraged on Christian radio in the valleys and the mountaintops of life. God bless your ministry with continued truth from God's word.
Thanks, Martha.
Fred says, Moody really helped me during a dark period of my life when I was deeply depressed over my mom's death. Praise God for your ministry. I'm very grateful. We are grateful for you, Fred. We're sorry to hear that, but we're also glad that we could be there for you. Mental health is something we talk about a lot.
Yep.
Our show is very pro-counseling. So, yeah, if that's something you're struggling with, give us a listen. We've got some resources for you.
So be like Fred and Martha and voluntarily invest in this radio ministry that cares about evangelism and discipleship of the Lord Jesus. So 800-600-9624, 800-600-9624. Text the word share to that number, or just go to moodyradio.org.
Helping you take the next step in your walk with Christ, and home of Mornings with Brian. This is Moody Radio Cleveland, WCRF Cleveland, WVMS Sandusky, WVML Millersburg, WVMN Newcastle, WVME Meadville, WVMU Ashtabula, and everywhere with the Moody Radio app or at moodyradio.org/.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
I love the radio station, like the topics that you guys talk about. It gets me thinking. It gets me energized.
I listen to your station a lot, because I love the Lord.
I love it. It's so exciting.
You have such engaging conversations from a Christian perspective, and I love it.
I absolutely love you guys. I listen every day.
I absolutely love you guys.
Thank you for the program, by the way. I absolutely love it.
And I absolutely love it.
Oh, lots of love there. We love it.
Absolutely.
And we love you.
Love, love, love. All you need is love. Love is all you need.
That's exactly right.
This is
I
Mornings
listened
with
to
Brian.
my Beatles and Friends playlist on the way to work today.
Beatles and Friends.
Beatles and Friends.
Is that a Spotify playlist?
No, I made it.
So
Who else
are
is
their
on there?
friends? Yeah. Who are they friends with?
Their
I'm dying to know.
friends are Pink Floyd and the Rolling Stones. The Clash, maybe a song or two in there.
Oh, so there are things you group together, not people who
not-
they
Not
were
their-
actually.
yeah, I don't know who their
friendly
friends
with.
are.
It's not like you have Yoko Ono's greatest hits.
No,
in there.
no.
Wow,
Of course
that
not.
would be beautiful.
Or I think Julian Lennon had some hits back in the day.
Yes.
No.
Ringo
they were
Starr
friends
did.
with
Hits is a
Billy
bit of an
Preston.
oxymoron.
But look at this.
Something
I'm so
happened.
excited.
There's something in the airwaves.
They're inspired by that last song,
Mm-hmm.
Walk with Jesus.
Yeah, there's actually two things in the air right now. One of them is if your name's Pamela,
The Pams are coming through for Share
Rise Up.
2025.
we've
Pamela's
had
Rise Up.
like 3 Pamelas.
Yes. Pam,
Just this morning.
Pammy, Pamela,
The Pammer,
Pamster.
Pamenheimer.
Paminator. If your
Pam
name's
Pam.
Pamela, it's time to go. It's time to give to Share. And then we've got we had V and Kent, and we had Tracy and Cleveland, and Gary and Chardon.
Yay!
Pamela and Illyria. And I believe there was just and Marion.
Yay, Marion!
thank you.
We have $1,400 left in dollar for dollar match money on a Saturday morning. You've really encouraged us today because, it's Saturday morning. We know everybody's slow going, but your generosity
too.
means the world. So we have $148,000 left to raise, and that sounds like a lot because it is, but this is a big community. And we know that if you get together and you give like Marion and V and Tracy and Gary and Pamela, you can help us reach that goal.
Yeah.
So let's do this.
There's $1,461 left in a dollar for dollar match. Gifts of all sizes. We've had a bunch of people do one-time gifts, which is wonderful. Monthly gifts are also a part of that match. So not just the $10 a month, but the entire year's worth of money goes towards that dollar for dollar match.
And then everybody who donates gets a gift from us.
Correct.
To you, because we care. It's a book by Carl Clausen called Killing Sin, Conquering the One Thing That Is Defeating You. And it's where he helps you kind of identify what's that one sin in your life that seems to be the one you struggle with the most. I think most people have
We've all got the one.
a proclivity of some sort. Maybe for you it's gossip, maybe it's lust, whatever it is. He helps you kill that sin.
Yeah.
And why? That's reason enough to give.
Yes.
So,
And Carl's our friend.
Yeah, he's a good guy. We know him pretty well. This was a Moody Publishers book, and he hosts a radio show in Chicago. So love it. All right. Be like Marion and V and Tracy and Gary and Pamela, and give right now. 800-600-9624. We have $1,461 left in our dollar for dollar match.
Dollar for dollar.
800-600-9624. Text the word share to that number. Text share to 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
The stories of transformation we hear are real and incredible. You can take part in this transformative work by giving a gift now. Call or text the word SHARE to 800-600-9624 or give online at moodyradio.org/Cleveland.
Well, we normally join you 6 to 9 a.m. weekdays, but twice a year during our share campaigns, we hang out on a Saturday morning. Hi, it's Saturday, Brian.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, Saturday, Lauren.
Konnichiwa.
It's Saturday, Ron.
Hi.
Saturday, Daria. It's pretty wild. Like, I don't even know what's going to happen here with the 4 of us together. I can't even count the number of people. With the 4 of us here on a
All week
Saturday.
you thought it was fall share, so that tracks.
Yeah, it took me till now to say spring share, and then in the fall I'll say spring share until that's almost over. But we're in the middle of a dollar for dollar match,
Yes.
which is very exciting. We have $1,400 left, and Justin just showed up.
Yay, Justin!
Ooh, way to go, Justin.
Just in time, actually.
You're going to make him stop listening to us if you keep doing that.
Justin says Moody Radio has helped my spiritual walk tremendously. I listen every day at work. Love Brian in the morning show. Thanks so much.
So maybe that was par for the course for him. He expected that and really enjoyed it.
Justin knows what he's signing up for.
Thank you, Lauren. Boy, you were wrong. You want to say that?
No, thank you.
I bet Ron has that record. You have a bunch of Lauren recordings, don't you?
Brian was wrong once.
Yeah, I don't have access to them all right now, but
Once an hour, if you ask Lauren.
Correct.
So be like Justin and Marion and V and Tracy and Gary and Pamela.
Pamela's
Pamela's Rise Up.
And it wasn't even today. Like, we've had a lot of Pamelas throughout the entire share.
Popular name in this part of the state, I guess.
I guess.
Ron, do you know any
Pammy's
Pamelas?
Rise Up.
I knew a Pam
You
from
know
high
everybody.
school. I knew a Pam who worked at Dunder Mifflin.
Oh, she's great. Good
Yeah.
company, too.
Yes.
I guess I don't know that many Pams.
You know,
Well, they
whenever-
know you.
Well, yeah.
I guess so. Thank you.
And it's like,
Pam
if,
Rise Up.
If somebody says to you, "Oh, I'm going to bring along my friend Pam," you just kind of go, "That
Sure, she's
sounds
great. I'm sure she's wonderful.
Like Pams are just known for being great.
Pams are wholesome.
Yeah, they make great nonstick spray for your cooking.
Do you think that's where that comes from, Ron?
The name Pamela?
No, I mean Angie's List. What do you think? It's not Angie that started that? I mean, maybe it's Pam.
Could be.
I like when things don't stick. Let's call it Pam.
Thanks to Paul and Kent, which is what I'm claiming.
Okay.
I thought we were splitting that one.
We're splitting. Splits.
And for clarity's sake, we just are as a team claiming communities
Yes.
by where we live. Lauren and Daria are not splitting Paul's gift.
No. No. Good
We are
heavens,
sharing
no.
Kent.
We are sharing the area of Kent.
Yeah, I had that for a short time, and it was taken
And
from
I
me.
You never had it.
swiftly proved you
You
wrong.
never had it.
Swiftly.
But I was witness to, and so were you, the Southington miracle. I drove through
Witness
Southington
to.
yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought to myself, this is the
Miracle.
year of the
It's a miracle
Southington
town.
miracle. We had 2 gifts in a row from Southington. Some of you are like, where? Exactly.
Yeah.
2 in a row.
The
I bet-
population is 3,700.
I bet you wanted to roll down your window and anybody you saw, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good. Odds were low.
In fact, in the midst of the Southington miracle, I was chatting about the Dollar General in Southington.
Yes.
And my affinity for it. Guess where I went yesterday?
Southington Dollar General.
Boom
With-
shakalaka.
With my son.
That's nice.
It was a great time. People there were great. Great town. Supports Moody Radio. What about your town? Does it?
My town. Are you looking at me? Are
No,
you asking
I'm-
me?
I'm looking at the
I said
listener.
obviously. It obviously does. We know that's true.
Yep.
Okay. Dollar for dollar match. Right now, there's $1,126 left in a dollar for dollar match. Gifts of all sizes go towards that. Paul gave a monthly gift, which means not just his monthly amount, but the entire year's worth of month amounts go towards the match. So give a gift now. Thanks to Paul and Kent, Justin in Cleveland, Marion in Akron, V in Kent, and Tracy in Cleveland. Look, 2 Kent. Come on.
All right.
One for me, one for Daria.
Let's go.
There we go.
800-600-9624. Only a couple of hours left of our local programming for Share, and then only a couple more after that of National Spring Share. We need your help. $148,000 left to go to goal. 800-600-9624. Text Share to 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
I'm a third generation, so my grandmother listened from the moment Moody started, and for me, probably over 50 years. So.
But see, that's why family, I feel like, is such an appropriate label that the Lord kind of showed us, because when you can say you're third generation, that's family. So.
Yeah, it is, Brian. So well done.
Thank you so much. This is Spring Share 2025 Saturday edition, the Mornings with Brian team. You hear us weekdays 6 to 9 a.m. right here. And that comment is a special one because it exemplifies what we mention fairly frequently. And it might sound ridiculous because most radio stations aren't like that, where you can go, oh, yeah, someone's grandma who's already listened for 50 years, this person listened for 50 years, their grandma helped start the radio station. That's the legacy that's here. And really what we're asking you to do is pick up the torch and carry on that legacy. But we can't do it without you being generous. And generous in whatever that means in your definition of it. So this is where we ask you to invest in this ministry just like that dear woman's grandmother did many years ago. The grandma did. Who could resist what a grandma does? So would you invest today so that someday you'll be part of that storyline? Maybe your grandchildren someday will be donating to Moody Radio and say, wow, I'm doing this because my grandma did.
Sure.
And you're like Lauren's age.
Yes.
31.
Yes. Be 32 next month. Big deals.
We're going to have a party.
No, thank you. We're in a dollar for dollar match.
And special thanks to Vincenzo from
Yay!
Cleveland for your
Party
gift.
with him.
We could even do a promo here where the next couple of gifts get to go to your party.
That's
The
not how that
people?
works.
Yeah.
If it's at the station.
Well, I'm not saying we'll go to your house. That'd be
thank
weird.
you. Well,
What's your address
you,
again?
Yeah, you tried to dox me at least once a week.
By saying what city you live in. It's
no,
a huge city.
and then you say, and then you're walking distance from here, and then you go down this, and then it's like that. Ron knows.
Well, there are lots of people walking distance to beautiful downtown Cuyahoga Falls.
Correct.
So I'm still not totally doxing, just slightly.
Yeah. But then you cut that approximately in half because she's female. So that removes all the men from the equation. And then
got kids.
she's got 2 kids and at least one in a stroller.
But see, everybody loves Lauren, so this would only serve to your benefit. People would be around, oh, look, it's Lauren. Can I help you carry that? Here you go, Lauren. Lauren, let me pay for that for you.
Woohoo!
See, that's how it would work. You're welcome. Okay, Paul in Kent, Justin in Cleveland, Marion in Akron, V in Kent, Vincenzo in Cleveland have all done this. We only have about $1,000 left in dollar-for-dollar match money. Okay? And right now in this radio station, you're normally enjoying your cup of coffee, sitting in your lazy boy, maybe laying on the couch, I don't know what. But normally you're just taking in ministry. We're asking
Doing
you
your
to get
grocery
back.
shopping, driving around.
Is this when you grocery shop? Saturday morning?
Well, I do grocery pickup, Brian.
Oh, okay.
Ain't
Great. Is this
no
when you
way
do
I'm
your
taking
grocery
2
pickup?
kids into. Usually I do it in the mornings. I order it and then I go pick it up in the afternoons.
Okay, so you do your order. All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's kind of how we do it.
Yeah.
It's nice to do it that way. Daria, when do you grocery shop?
Whenever we need stuff.
Which specific store again? Tell us the address.
No.
The address of the store. The store ID number, please.
Ron just drives around Medina waving to people. He's in Eastwood.
I do wave a lot. My kids always made fun of me for that.
Really?
Yeah. If you're in the neighborhood and you see somebody walking, you give them a wave.
Yes.
Because chances are you may know them. And if not, at least you're presenting a friendly face so that when you do bump into them, they'll be like, oh, yeah, I know you. You wave.
You
I
wave.
know you wave. You're the
Yep.
waver.
I just did it too. So I was in our pasture behind the barn, hanging out with my donkey.
And you waved to your donkey?
Literally. No, he was hanging out with me. I mean, he likes to see me. And so we're hanging out, minding our own business, and I look over in the street, and there's this cute young Amish couple, and the mom is pushing a stroller, and the dad has a baby in like a carrier on his back. And we just,
cool.
Hey there. I just waved.
You waved that high? And she's like, hi. You stuck all the
all the
way
way
straight up.
And I waved, and then the
This
the
is
mom
like a-
saw me.
This is like I'm trying to get your attention.
And she waved, and then the dad looked over and go, hey there. And he goes, hi. Like, it was a nice time.
Aw.
Yeah.
See, Ron?
You've got Amish friends.
And why are you so shocked by that? I don't, it's just a little
Such
too,
it's just like such a big gesture.
it's like
Would you
middle-aged man
expect anything
friendliness.
less from Brian?
It's like my kids too get embarrassed when I try to chit-chat with people at the checkout or whatever somewhere. They're just like, oh, Dad, just stop talking. Stop it. Crack a joke or two. Ron, you do this.
Oh, yeah.
It's like your midweek Walmart run and you have, I don't know, dish soap and cupcakes. You're like, just the essentials today.
Yeah. Well, if I have a weird combination of things, I make a comment about it, try to get a smile. And, I also do the thing where the checkout people, they say, hello, how are you? And a lot of people ignore them. And so I
Who
look
does that?
people just go, hi. Like, they just don't, they're like, I don't want to talk to you. So I go, hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like what middle-aged men do.
And I also try, like, if they are doing a good job at what their task is, I'll say, oh, you're doing great. You're really fast. You're good at this.
Aw.
Something
Nice.
positive.
Okay.
Because they're getting unhappy, grumpy, rude people
plenty.
all day.
Now, Ron, I just would like to note before we get to a song and get people to give, when you do that, we get, aw. When I do it, nothing. When I bring it up, it's just silence from these two.
We've already established this. What Ron does is endearing. When you do it, it's secondhand embarrassment. I don't make the rules. That's just how it is.
I don't understand
Sorry,
it.
Brian.
Am I not old enough for you to be cute? Is this an age discrimination thing?
If you prick me, do I not bleed?
This is like Ron.
not
You should
old
be
enough to be
offended.
cute. Oh
you're
my
like
gosh.
you're like a cute old man that anything he does is cute, and I'm not old enough yet for that. That's not fair.
I'm sorry. It works for me, so I'll take it.
Daria's over here like, oh, Ron, that's so cute. The exact same thing Brian just did.
Because you have just an over-the-topness to what you do, and Ron is just like so
Doing
genuine.
the same thing.
Ron is just being himself.
No, he went a step. I said I chat with the checkout people. He goes, oh, I chat, and then I evaluate their work. And you're, cute.
Just who Ron is.
I object. Human resources. Human resources.
They're asleep.
800-600-9624. Katerina.
Yay!
From Mogador, she says in her comment in all caps, Mogador for Moody.
Nice.
Moody for Mogador. Woo!
Only Only $731 left in that dollar for dollar match. It's your turn. 800-600-9624. MoodyRadio.org or text the word share to 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
Since 1926, faithful Moody Radio listeners have supported this ministry. In a way, they've created a legacy by providing a dynamic resource that future generations would enjoy and from which they would benefit. This is Mark Gregston with Parenting Today's Teens, and I was wondering, have you ever thought about what your legacy will be? If you'd like to invest in future generations with a gift during Share, here's our number and website one more time.
800-600-9624 is the phone number. You can also text the word share to that number to get an auto reply with a link. And then you can just go to moodyradio.org. Thank you, Mark Gregston of Parenting Today's Teens, for stepping aside today so we can continue our share campaign. We're the Mornings with Brian's team, heard weekdays.
Multiple Brians.
Yeah, well, it depends on the day. From 6 to 9 a.m. weekdays, and we're spending some time with you on Saturday to remind you to give Mark Gregston, our favorite Texan.
Yes, of course.
Love that guy.
Favorite deer wrangler.
As long as my cousins aren't listening, so.
Are they, do you think?
No.
Okay, otherwise I'd say it's a tie with your cousins.
Yeah.
So, but hey, we're also live streaming this morning in case you have any desire to see Saturday version of us, which is much less put together for all of us. I thought to myself this morning, I'll just put on this shirt. I don't care. And then I was like, oh, wait, maybe I don't care.
I almost wore my Crocs.
Why didn't you?
You could have.
I don't know.
It's getting warm enough for Crocs outside.
Croc season.
Are you wearing them now?
No.
Then what are you looking at your feet for?
Just envisioning them
on
my feet.
I love me some Crocs.
I
have inside and outside Crocs.
Yes, of course.
And that's not even
Your
quite
toes
enough.
are so free.
Yeah. I need
There's plenty of room.
I need a pair of nice Crocs, though.
Dress Crocs?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like, I have the
Dress
home and outside
Crocs.
ones. I need ones that I wear to the store. It's a different category.
Yeah, because your
Going
outside
out
ones
Crocs.
for you are kind of messy because you're like doing farm chores.
That's right. They're a little muddy.
Yeah.
We'll
My
iron all that
outside
out.
Crocs can go to the store.
Oh, they can.
Yeah, because I don't have a farm.
You have bling on them, too, don't you? Or what are they called?
Yes, gibbets. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do.
Pieces of flair, as some would call it. Yeah. But hey, we're doing the live stream if you want to check out Lauren's non-Croc feet.
No Crocs. Just regular white shoes.
And Daria, we had a sweet comment come in there.
Yeah, so on YouTube, someone says, I just made a monthly donation as a token of my deep gratitude for the incredible impact Moody Radio has had on my life and my boyfriend's. He's currently at Summit County Jail, and your words have given him strength, renewed his faith in God. And through prayer, I've realized that love is a gift, so my answer to his proposal is yes. With God at the center, I know we can overcome any obstacle. Thank you for your encouragement and faith-filled messages.
Wow. That is so sweet.
Yeah.
It's almost like Delilah here. It's like a
Delilah.
What was that? Her official acceptance of his proposal?
I don't know.
Did Daria just
let the word
sent
out.
the message?
Cat's out of the bag.
I don't know.
Mornings with Brian, bringing people together via proposals.
Matchmakers.
Since 2025.
So cool.
But yeah, the live stream is something we launched last year, and we reach people literally all over the world with our YouTube shorts and our longer form content, and that has grown exponentially since we launched our live stream. So your donor dollars are literally helping us bring the gospel overseas.
What's your favorite country that watches our videos? You've seen it. I asked her this because of the list, and I know there's going to be a cool one on there.
We were pretty big in Australia right now. Compared to
Whoa! All the crocodiles are listening.
You know what this is? It's Ron and me doing our Australian accent.
That's no.
Yes.
No.
Ron loves a crocodile. We both love Mick Dundee.
Mm-hmm.
Steve
Steve
Irwin.
Irwin.
Yeah. Bindi Irwin. I mean, come
Bindi,
on.
yeah.
No wonder we're big down there. Crikey.
Yeah.
Put some shrimp on the bobby.
Yeah, just plug us into your earphones and go on your walkabout.
Get in your pocket with your kangaroo.
Happy Chrissy.
That's it.
Have a good Chrissy.
Okay, we got some thank yous, Brian, please.
All right, let's do some thank yous.
No, I want you to do them.
Oh, good. Cheryl from Chardon. It sounds like an alliteration, but it's really not because it's
That's S and
Cheryl
C.
with an S and a C. Yeah. Beth and Hudson. Nadine.
That's mine.
In Painesville. Nadine. Sounds like, isn't there a song about that? Oh, it's Jolene.
It's probably a Nadine song, too.
Probably. And we got Babs. Barbara in Cuyahoga Falls with a monthly gift. Cuyahoga
right.
Falls?
Yay! Cuyahoga Falls, rise up!
And they are.
They are.
A wonderful comment here. Lauren, could you share with us what Phil had to say?
Yeah, our friend Phil. Here's $100 to make Brian feel better when he's in the checkout line.
Thanks, Phil. I always know.
Phil, here's a quarter. Call someone who cares.
Exactly.
Phil in Weinsberg is a great guy.
He is.
And he
Love
actually felt bad for me that you were not awing my behavior, but Ron's. That was his was extra. Mine was regular. So Phil is going, hey, buddy.
No, yours is extra.
No, Ron is doing more.
No, yours is extra. It's the way you do it. It's extra.
Oh, because you put so much more of yourself into it.
For Ron, it's just
ease.
It's effortless with Ron.
What would I do without Ron to have my back?
Yeah, well, and we've got His Excellency the Mayor of Armandoville helping out too.
Back.
Phil in Winesburg, that's my guy. Phil, you're great. Thanks
Phil's
for
the best.
encouraging me.
We love Phil.
And affirming me. We love it. All right.
Yes.
Oh, and Donna.
Donna, yay!
Do you know who performed the song Oh Donna years ago?
No, Brian. I don't.
Richie Valens. Correct.
Oh.
You
Guys,
just
guys.
to correct yourself.
Guys,
Yes.
we met the match!
Hey, Donna Northfield, thank you for your gift.
On a Saturday morning? Come on now.
We just hit a $2,500 match. That's super encouraging. $147,000 left, and we got plenty of time for you. We need gifts of all sizes. 800-600-9624. moodyradio.org. moodyradio.org, or text the word share to 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
Reverend Dr. Ron Morrison, founding and senior pastor of Hope Alliance Bible Church.
We are so blessed by our partnership with Moody Radio. A number of the guests that come to our church and become members tell us that they heard us on Moody Radio, and that is so encouraging to us. Moody has been a blessing to us since the early 1980s. And I've said it before, my mother told me when I thought I had discovered Moody, she said, it's been on the radio in the house a lot of times. You just weren't listening when you were younger.
That's Pastor Ron Morrison of Hope Alliance Bible Church in Maple Heights, a good friend of the show. And what show? Mornings with Brian and WCRF. We're here on a Saturday. Excited to be with you on live stream and on the air. We're going to be here in our studios in Brecksville, Ohio until about 10 a.m., at which time we pass the microphone, figuratively, of course, over to Dr. Michael Rydelnik.
Terrific.
In Chicago, and he'll finish off Spring Share 2025. We have 146,000 left to go, and many of you joining in on a Saturday. It's such an encouragement. In fact, wonderful song about Sherry from Akron out there, from Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons or whatever. Go ahead, Ron.
Sherry baby. Sherry baby.
Reminds me of that meme going around, or that video going around right now.
That poor thing.
Frankie. Sherry in Akron, thanks for your gift. Susan in Aurora. I mean, I would normally say I can have Aurora, but you're going to give it to someone else. You're going to be like, now.
No, you can have that one.
Okay. Jan from
Nice.
Wellington. Bruce from Canton. First-time gift. What does
Yay,
he
Bruce!
get, Lauren? First-time gift.
All first-time givers get an excerpt from the Moody Bible Commentary. It's all four Gospels. The full commentary for the whole book of all four Gospels. It's amazing.
It's super amazing.
Best gift.
Daria, what's Greg's comment? I want to hear something from Greg when he gave. Greg, by the way, in Kent, thanks for your gift.
Greg says, I've been listening to Moody since about 1985. I have 4 radios in my house, one in my garage, and my car radio.
I love it.
I listen in stereo. Brian can claim Brimfield.
Oh.
Thank you.
He's giving it to you.
The guys are going to stick together because Lauren and Daria have refused to allow me to associate with Kent, although I love Kent. This is further south than Kent from my house. It's further away, and he's giving it to me, and I will take it. Thank you for your generosity with all the stinginess in the studio.
And
Yes.
Kent increased his monthly gift, which is something you can do.
Mm-hmm.
If you're
Why
like,
$5?
I haven't upped my monthly in a while, I could give a little bit more now. You know, times have changed. You can do that.
Yeah, because they have. We were talking about before, you and Daria were just like, utilities are going up.
Oh, that's
Everything's
ridiculous.
going up.
Oh, yeah.
And we are impacted by that as well, and it's your gifts that keep us going and doing ministry on a day-to-day basis. Have so since 1958. So, hey, get your gifts in now. We'd love your support. 146,000 to go, and there's plenty of time for you to get your gift in of any amount, whether it's $10 a month, $50 a month, or maybe you have a $1,000 or $5,000 gift this morning. It would greatly encourage us. 800-600-9624. 800-600. Thank you. 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
When we give to God, our hearts change and lives are transformed. Join us to see lives transformed with the gospel. It's Mornings with Brian and Spring Share. Give your gift now.
This is normally when you'd hear our good friend Mark Gregston with Parenting Today's Teens. He stepped aside today so that we, the Mornings with Brian team, could come in and remind you that it's our Spring Share campaign. The remaining few hours of it, as a matter of fact. 146,000 to go, so we need your financial support today. Mark, good guy, friend of the program. He runs this amazing ministry in Texas where teens that have really been struggling, their parents send them to this residential program, and it's cool. They have like horses and they make a huge difference for these kids who are really struggling. And he came here to speak at a school banquet a couple of years ago, and I was all like flummoxed because he texted me and he's like, "Hey Brian, what are you doing tomorrow night?" I was like, "I don't know, Greg. I'm here in Ohio. You're in Texas." He's like, No, I'm not."
And his name's Mark, not Greg.
Whatever. Gregston, Mark. and then he's like, "Do you want to be my +1?" Because he had a +1 for the banquet. And I was like, "I have a friend. Look at this."
You have a friend.
And did you go?
And so I got all dressed up. Yeah, and I went.
Oh, nice.
And him and I sat together. I got to sit kind of towards the front at the head table and you know, feel like I'm all important with Mark Gregston. It was great.
That's nice.
It was, and he's nice.
He is.
He is very nice.
And he has confirmed for Ron and me 2 things. The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Deep in the heart of
Texas.
And there is no basement at the Alamo. None.
Yeah.
Our friend...
You might hear that in Chicago somewhere, but if you actually ride your bike down there to the Alamo, you'll find out there is no basement.
Poor Pee-wee. He didn't know.
Yeah.
He was so embarrassed. But we know he's confirmed that for us. And he's confirmed its share and that his program airs on this station.
Yes. During this time.
Because of generosity of folks like you or like Paul from Mogador.
Yay.
Yes.
Thanks, Paul. A bunch of not Pauls, but Mogadors today.
Yeah, Mogador, rise up.
Mogador, rise up. Paul said he loves Dr. Rydelnik.
I mean, don't we all? He's on our show every Wednesday from 8 to 8:30. And it's the sweetest thing because his wife, Eva, I don't know that every other station he's on knows about this. She sits down right next to him while he's on the radio, which is so sweet to begin with. And I think she does it just because it helps him. Because every once in a while, you hear Eva like whisper an answer.
Right.
Or like correct him. And it's our goal every week to get her to burst out laughing or make a comment. And it works almost every time.
It's your goal.
Yeah, it's my goal. I think it's sweet for people to hear Eva right there next to him. So it's a lot of fun. And Paul loves his program. His program is on every Saturday morning. Martha and Brook Park.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thanks,
I love
Martha.
Brook Park.
Rise up. Nice.
And did we thank Jan in Wellington?
We did.
We did once, but
We can
it's
thank her
worth saying
again.
again.
Oh, Jan.
Lorain County. There you go.
It's so nice. Lauren, and you got to remind
Yes.
folks, because Bruce in Canton was a first-time giver a little bit ago. Remind folks what happens when they give for the very first time this year.
Yeah, we are looking for first-time donors because we'd love for you to buy into this ministry if you benefit from this ministry. All new donors are getting an excerpt from the Moody Bible commentary. Normally, it's a large commentary for the entire Bible. This one is just the 4 Gospels. It's easy. You can take it on the go. It's not as cumbersome as the entire one. So maybe you can start with this as a first-time giver, and then you could, level up to the next one once you see if you like this one, get used to it, figure out how to use it. It's a wonderful resource for everybody in the church.
And so Bruce, with his $100 gift, gets that fabulous thank you. Everybody who gives gets a thank you, though. It's a book called Giving. I mean, hit my microphone with it. That's how excited I am.
Okay.
Carl Clausen's book, Killing Sin, Conquering the One Thing That's Defeating You. I'd highly recommend this. We know Carl, love him. He loves Jesus more than most people, to be honest with you, this guy. And he wrote a great book to help you kind of defeat those sins that are lurking in your life that you can't seem to get rid of. So, hey, it's a great option for you, and any gift will get that particular thank you. So...
That's a lot.
No, it's perfect. I before I said I want that on my car, I'd actually like to go and when she's not looking, switch it out on Lauren's car so that when she honks, Lauren's car does that.
I don't really honk very often, so it'd be a while before I noticed.
Mm-hmm. So you finally adapted to Ohio driving then?
Yeah, I had to. In Chicago, where I am from, that you just everybody's honking at everybody.
Like you,
the light is barely green. Like it's basically still red. and you're getting honked at. Like, why aren't
Oh,
you
yeah.
moving yet?
By multiple people behind you.
Yes.
It's almost like it's your job. It's like this person, I need to tell
beep.
them that it turned green.
Beep, beep.
Like they're anticipating that you're
Yes.
asleep at the wheel.
That's exactly right, Ron.
Now, here
As
in
if like
Ohio-
the green light isn't enough of the indicator of it's time to go, someone's going to tell you.
And see here, there's almost no reason to honk ever. Like I've
No.
watched people sit through an entire green light
Yes.
cycle on a left turn and not honk.
Yes.
Because what they're saying, because we're so nice here, they're like, oh, you know what? I bet they're busy.
Well,
Maybe
you
their
shouldn't
wife
be
is
busy in
there,
your
or-
car.
Well, maybe they had an emergency or their spouse called them. Maybe Ron's talking to Dana. Give the guy a minute. It's just going to be a minute here. We're not in that much of a hurry.
Beep, beep.
That's how much we love people here. You find it here, Ron.
You do. Everything.
Yes. That's our
Yes.
tourism motto, right?
Yes.
Yes, for the state.
Except the one thing you don't find is honking. You don't find that here.
So get away from the honking. Come to Ohio.
And then pick up your phone.
I don't know where you guys are driving. Everybody honks down where I drive.
Well, what does
Maybe
that say
it's
about
you.
your driving?
No, they're honking at me. They're honking at everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
You teed us up for that. You're a great driver, but you teed us up for that, Daria.
Oh, my
no,
gosh.
you're so much fun. Okay. It's 8:57. Would you consider a gift? It would be such an encouragement to us. We have 145,000 left to go to reach our goal. Already had 2,026 people join in this
Yeah.
effort. Would you be the 200 or 2,027th? That's a number. It's a big number. 2027th. Would you be that person? 800-600-9624. Lauren's choking. Lauren's choking. 800-600-9624. MoodyRadio.org. You could also text the word share to us at 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
step in your walk with Christ, and home of Mornings with Brian. This is Moody Radio Cleveland, WCRF Cleveland, WVMS Sandusky, WVML Millersburg, WVMN Newcastle, WVME Meadville, WVMU Ashtabula, and everywhere with the Moody Radio app or at moodyradio.org/Cleveland.
Well, it's 9 o'clock on WCRF. Normally, you would hear our colleague Trillia Newbell launch into her program. Today, she's just taking she's bowing, plie, step aside.
Curtsy.
Ron Eastwood is here, along with the Mornings with Brian team.
Mornings with Ron.
Mornings with Ronald Eastwood. Plie.
Ron is doing a curtsy.
We don't know
I learned curtsies in acting class.
Did you?
Yeah.
You didn't need an
I
acting
didn't know
class.
you took acting classes.
Oh, yeah. I took several of them at Geneva College.
Cool.
At the Bagpiper Theater.
I love that.
Wow. I'm surprised you even needed the lessons. You weren't teaching them?
No. Christopher Fay
You weren't
and
born
later
just
Jeff Barker.
equipped for everything?
I presume that usually about him. 800-600-9624 is the number, moodyradio.org. We are the Mornings with Brian team here on a Saturday, asking for your financial support. This ministry has existed for so many decades, since 1958, because of people just like you donating at whatever they're able to give. And we want to thank, we got Paul in Mogador, Martha in Brook Park, Jane in West Lafayette, Barb in Hudson, Stephen in Newton Falls, and Brett in Cleveland. By the way, Newton Falls, that's out by me. I live out in Garrettsville. You ladies can go check a map. I can claim this one all day long. Newton Falls, Stephen in Newton Falls. Woo!
Stephen and Brian.
That's right.
Hanging out.
Yeah, we could. It's just a community nearby. Small town America. Love it. Cute little town, by the way, if you want to visit it. Okay, so is Cleveland. Here we go. We've got
a town, right?
Cute little
town,
Cleveland.
I love Public Square.
It's nice. Yeah.
There are some
Soldiers and sailors.
That memorial thing is so cool. I still haven't done isn't there like a tunnels tour or something?
Yeah, it's not very often they offer it, but it is supposedly really interesting to see.
What's down there again?
I don't know. I was going to say crypts, but I doubt that they'd have you walk in amongst the dead bodies.
Yeah, I've been inside the thing where you can read all the different Civil War veterans who lost their lives in service of our country. It's pretty amazing.
Wow.
And many people don't know this, but as Abraham Lincoln's body was making its way back to Springfield, Illinois, did a stop in Cleveland, Ohio, and people waited out in the rain for hours to pay their respects. Pretty incredible. This is a legendary city, which is why somehow all of that connects to you and giving to share. Right, Daria?
Yes. You can call 800-600-9624. You can also text share to that number or go online, moodyradio.org/share.
Gail in Streetsboro.
You can be like Gail and give a gift of 103.
We are 103.3.
Because we are 103.3.
I just had brunch with Dr. Nick Gatsky of Old North Church in Streetsboro.
Ooh, that's fun.
It was super fun. It's a cute little town. Gail, thanks for joining us. 800-600-9624. 800-600-9624. moodyradio.org. Our team now has less than an hour of local programming left in Spring Share, so we'd like to see some of those big gifts come in, and gifts of any amount to encourage us along the way. Would you give? 800-600-9624. moodyradio.org. moodyradio.org. Text the word share as well to 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
I was on my way from my night job to my morning job, and I don't know, for some odd reason, I just turned and I heard the program, and it was amazing because it just, it's so many areas that helped me.
And we hear comments like that so frequently, and folks' lives are changed like that and impacted because of the generosity of donors just like you. We're a listener-supported ministry. This is WCRF, the Mornings with Brian team. We are the morning show from 6 to 9 a.m. weekdays, but twice a year during our share campaigns, we jump in on a Saturday. Hey, here we are. It's Saturday us.
Jump.
Yay, I've already had my little breakfast, and I'm usually wearing my jammies right now.
Yes, me too.
But we got on real close just for you. Because that's how much we
nice.
care.
And I think for each other, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You don't want to see me in my jammies.
Yeah, I don't want to see any of y'all in your jammies.
Yeah, in fact, we'll just leave that there. Okay. Daria, we've had some wonderful comments come in the last few minutes.
Yeah, Margaret says, I've been listening for 35 years. Moody Radio has been a part of my daily life and instrumental in my Christian formation through its solid biblical teaching. I'm a fan of Mornings with Brian and enjoyed the fun as well as serious discussions. Brian, Lauren, Daria, and Ron all bring interesting perspectives to the conversations. Listening throughout the day helps keep my focus on the things of God rather than the things of the world. It is such an encouragement to me.
And Lauren, we have some thank yous.
Yes, thanks to Janet in Cleveland for a monthly gift. Gail in Streetsboro, Brett in Cleveland, Hazel in Middleburg Heights. Hazel is our friend.
Hazel.
Stephen in Newton Falls, Barb in Hudson, Jan in West Lafayette, and Martha in Brook Park.
I think Hazel was hassling me the other day.
That was yesterday.
That I deserved.
Well, we
it,
learned about her hassling yesterday. Yeah. I don't know when the actual hassling happened.
I accept it, Hazel.
My granddaughter has a friend named Hazel, but her nickname is Hassel. How about that?
That's funny. I like that.
Do you have nicknames for your kids, Ron? Or do you call them just by their given names all the time?
Mostly by their given names. I mean, sometimes it's just a play on like Marky Mark instead of just Mark.
I would do that all the time.
Yeah.
Where's the Funky Bunch? That's what I'd ask him all the time. Lauren, do you have your nicknames for your kids?
Oh, yeah.
Are there any you're willing to share?
Yeah, sure. My oldest son's, his full name is Eddie Cuevas the third. So we
So
call
cute.
him Trey.
Mm-hmm.
So with Trey is just what he always is. We call him Tracy. It's Trey, Cuevas Tracy. And that turns into Trey Bees.
Trey Bees. Yeah.
Trey Bees, Tracy.
Which one's his favorite? Do you know?
I don't know.
So cute.
And then Ellis, Smelly Ellie.
Well, I mean, he is wearing diapers.
Yeah,
So.
Smelly Ellie.
Yep.
Deli. Now he's the deli meat man.
Wow, that's stretching.
I love that.
Mr. Deli Meat Man. Or just deli meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't always have to necessarily make complete sense.
No, it just kind of evolves.
I-
Ellie goes to deli meat, to Mr. Deli Meat Man.
The best nicknames take like 2 or 3 turns.
Oh, yeah. Yes, exactly.
That by the time you end up there, you don't
Yes,
know
you
how
don't know
you
how
got
I got
there.
there, yeah.
Yeah. Mine aren't quite that good for mine. My oldest, I called her Gracie Face.
Yeah.
A lot. My Gracie. And then there's Marshall. I call him, he'll be so mad, Marshy Poo. Marshy Poo, what are you doing? I don't know if he likes that, but I do it anyway. And
Probably
then
not. He's a teenager. So.
my Sophia is my sweet pea. And she really is my sweet pea.
She is. She's very sweet.
And then Matthias, Captain Matt. Don't know why.
There's not much rhyme or reason to nicknames.
No. And then my Theodore, I call him the Bear.
Right. I get that.
Teddy, he doesn't like being called Teddy by anyone.
Oh, Teddy's done.
No, he wants
Teddy
to be
is
called
out.
Theo.
Okay, Theo is in, Teddy is out. Got it. Understood.
Sarah and I
Understood.
really struggle when his friends are over because we don't need, it's like so hard to find Theo.
Yeah.
When I want to call him Bear.
Yeah.
What's up, Bear? Hey, Bear, get over here. He knows what I'm talking about, you know? All right, so now that we've covered all that, thank you.
Yep.
Now you know us better. Will you give now? 800-600-9624. Thanks, Janet in Cleveland, for your gift.
Yay!
Very generous, a monthly gift. Love seeing those monthly gifts. Lots of benefits for you when you give monthly. And our team now has just about 45 minutes left hanging out with you. This share, would you give? We'd love to hand off as big of a total to our friends in Chicago as possible. Only 142,000 left in our goal. Would you give? 800-600-9624. 800-600-9624, moodyradio.org, moodyradio.org, or text SHARE to 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
Things are never the same when God transforms a life. Hear stories of change and how your gifts make that possible. Call or text the word SHARE to 800-600-9624 or give online at moodyradio.org/Cleveland.
Good Mornings with Brian team together on a Saturday morning. Good morning. Join us weekdays, 6 to 9 a.m. We'd love to have you there. Big shout out to the Drew. Some call him Andy.
Mm-hmm.
Not the guy from Toy Story. No.
No.
The guy from Menor. Andrew. Andrew, thanks for your gift. The Spring
Yay,
Share.
Andrew.
So grateful for that. I love a name with multiple iterations of it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of options you give the kid with that. It's
Well,
nice.
with Lauren, we could be Lauren, Lori, Ren, Lore.
Laurel.
Laurel, yes. People
Not
have said
Laurel.
that.
You guys are starting to stretch it just a little bit.
Not Laurel, not Lori.
Ellie.
No.
What?
L.
Yeah.
E.
No. Too far.
Ren? Ren and Stimpy?
The only one that someone named Lawrence usually gets is Low, and that's about it.
I've not heard that one.
What I
Yeah,
would
me
do,
neither.
actually, take the old show of Ren and Stimpy, Lauren. I'm going to call you Stimpy.
Okay.
Long way around, but you got there.
You see, those are the best nicknames. Doesn't sound very feminine, though. I don't know if I'm going to do that.
Yeah, or very nice.
He was awesome. People love that guy.
Yeah, come on, Stimpy.
I'm not sure about that.
No, they did.
Did they?
I did.
I don't know. I wasn't allowed to watch it, so.
I don't think I was either.
I didn't care to, so.
Okay, so we'll skip that. Hey, it's 9:19. We're together with you on a Saturday to remind you this is a listener-supported ministry. Usually at this time, you'd hear Living by Faith from Trillia Newbell, but she's stepping aside for us to remind you about just the overall ministry work here at Moody Radio. We are endeavoring to help you take that next step in your walk with Jesus. Whatever that might be. For some of you, it's decades of following him. For other people, it's a step towards committing your life to Christ. We certainly get people of other faith backgrounds and of no faith background at all that tune in. And that's the uniqueness of radio to me. It's the idea that somebody could, in the privacy of their car or their home or their headphones, listening to Christian radio and nobody needs to know.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're watching like some TV show with family around or whatever and you're embarrassed by it, you're not going to let them see it. But in this way, you could really speak directly into somebody's soul. And we hear all the time about people who are discipled by this ministry, who get saved by this ministry. There's pastors in town here, like Pastor Scott Lessing.
Right.
He was looking for discipleship and found it here.
And Pastor Joe Abraham, he was discipled through Moody Radio in great part. I'm sure there was, physical pastors and elders and other people, but, there's a guy, he's the church social media guru, Brady Shearer. He uses the tagline, "Seize the 167." There's 168 hours in a week. Most people are at church, say, for an hour. That leaves you 167 hours that you're not being fed the word. Seize that time, tune into 103.3 or on the Moody Radio app, and make good use of that time feeding your soul.
That's Ron Eastwood, legend locally, especially in Medina. And then we got another Streetsboro's rising up today. Peter in Streetsboro.
Yay, Peter.
Thanks for your gift, Pete. The Peter. Love the guy. 800-600-9624. And if you have a minute and you're able to on a Saturday morning, drop in a little note when you give your gift, whether it's to the person you're chatting with or online when you're giving. Let us know, what do you love about Moody Radio? Maybe an anecdote about how the difference it's made in your life. Maybe you just want to give a shout out to Ron Eastwood because you love Ron.
Yeah, maybe you also have cut the tendon on your thumb with a table saw and you want to express solidarity.
Yeah, one sort of thumb up with Ron is one injured thumb up with Ron. Yeah. Maybe you love Lauren and Daria. You just think they're the best.
Who doesn't?
Aww.
Everybody loves them.
People love you too, Brian.
Everybody else gets in awe today. Have you noticed this?
I just paid you a compliment. We're just going to brush past it because you didn't get in awe.
What did you say?
I'm not saying it again.
Oh, sorry.
You get it once.
Timothy and Wadsworth,
Yay!
1,000. The Timster, Timinator, thanks
Timmy.
for your gift. Timmy. What about you? We'd love to cheer for you. Again, drop in a comment if you can. 800-600-9624. What?
I just remembered another nickname for my son because his middle name is Timothy.
Okay.
After your dad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
So we call him LET.
LET.
And then it's LET Stinky Feet.
Okay. If the shoe fits, right?
And it does.
That's so cute. But he's got cute little baby feet.
Yeah, of course, the little chunky ones.
It doesn't matter when they smell because they're so cute.
Yeah, exactly.
I've always wondered about, my name is so plain. It's not a good middle name.
William?
No, that's my middle name. My name.
I thought that's what you said was your middle name.
Oftentimes, grandfathers are honored by their grandchildren or given their name as their middle name. My kids had that.
Yes.
Matthias William. My dad is William.
Yeah.
Okay. Brian. It's not a middle name.
What
am I going to do?
If you put it in between the first name and the last name, it is.
I don't know.
Yes, that's the definition of middle name.
I know, but it's got to have a little bit of a ring to it, like Ronald. Now that's a middle name. Timothy. Great middle name.
You know who's not got my middle name, but whose middle name is in reference to me?
Who?
My granddaughter, Dolly. Dolly Ray, R-A-E, and those are my initials.
Aww.
That is so cute.
It is kind of sweet.
What? Sound out BWD.
Dude.
There it is. There's the middle name.
Dude.
Perfect. Ron, you are the best on so many levels.
Oh.
Ray, Dolly Ray, that's the cutest.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Denim in Cleveland, thanks so much for your $20 gift. We're so grateful. What about you? 800-600-9624. 800-600-9624. Text the word share to that number or go to moodyradio.org. Moodyradio.org. Just about 35 minutes left of our team here on local hours of share. Oh, Martha in Cleveland just gave. Martha, thanks
thank
so
you.
much. 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
Licensed professional clinical counselor with Abigail Ministries. We love having you with us to talk about domestic violence and abuse because every time we talk to you, there's people that start getting help.
Right, absolutely. It's amazing the number of phone calls we receive after these broadcasts. And one session that we had us in our support group, everyone that was there had heard about the group on the radio.
Thank you. And again, that's Abigail Ministries, our friend Kathy Nagel. We are the Mornings with Brian team here on WCRF. Heard weekdays 6 to 9 a.m., and we are so grateful for your support of this ministry. That's what we're reminding you about. It's our Share campaign. And I'm glad you heard from our friend Kathy Nagel a moment ago, because while that's a difficult topic to discuss, it certainly is important that followers of Jesus bring up the issue of domestic violence, domestic abuse. Sadly, it does happen in the church, more common than you might think. And here's the service we provide by just giving her time to chat about this on the air. No, she mentioned this. You may not believe it, but every time she's on, they get at least one, usually multiple phone calls from people looking for help.
Which is sad, but so fulfilling in the same regard, because these people are reaching out and getting the help they need in Jesus' name.
That's right. And even just yesterday, I got a text from our friend Roy at Galvanized. It's a men's recovery ministry at Grace Church. And he shared with me that somebody went to get to their meeting last night at Men's Recovery for the first time, and they heard about this recovery group from Moody Radio.
Right.
We talk about addiction and recovery, and these guys heard about it and are getting the help they need from their addictions because of people like you giving gifts that allow us to broadcast and talk about this. So we not only want to help people grow in their spiritual journey, but we want to help them overcome major life obstacles. Maybe it's just getting help from an abusive relationship or breaking free from an addiction in Jesus' name.
Mm-hmm.
This is the kind of service we provide, and we're hoping that you'll just simply invest in that is what we're looking for. So 800-600-9624.
There we go.
Lauren, why don't you give it a try?
I don't want you to copy me.
Okay, well, fine. Then give them the website or something. Just inspire us.
Text SHARE to 800-600-9624 or go to moodyradio.org. Got him.
You did get me.
So predictable.
All right, it's 9:31. Would you give? We heard from Anna in
Yay!
Cleveland. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, Anna.
Martha in Cleveland. Martha. And Denham and Timothy.
I think
Peter
that
and
was
Andrew.
Marcia, but we can go Martha.
Oh, I was like, wow, it really was Martha that gave. But
Martha gave, but the reference was Marcia from the Brady Bunch.
You had a crush, didn't you?
Who didn't?
Marcia?
Well, you had a crush on Winnie Cooper, so.
Oh, absolutely. Head over heels.
Oh
we were
gosh,
like the
head over
same
heels.
age. Her
That's
and
so
Punky
dramatic.
Brewster.
That's funny.
I know. I miss them. All right. It's 9:32. We got some music for you. Would you give? 800-600-9624. Text the word SHARE to that number. We'd love to see as much money come in as we can this half hour before our team passes it off to our friends in Chicago. 800-600-9624. Text SHARE.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
looked you up, and you look like a nice man, like a nice, educated-looking man.
I want to try to be more like Ron.
I love Ron's moron things. I get a kick out of that.
I love you all, too, especially Ron with the more Ron moments. I've been looking forward to those times. More Ron, more Ron.
Do you want Ron's help? I'm gonna throw you off.
No, he messed me up last time, but I forgive him.
You guys are the best. But you know what, Ron? You're my guy.
And I love Ron. He's so cool.
Grew up listening to it Saturday mornings. I think I've heard Ron's voice when I started listening to the radio. Like, as an adult, I was like, wait a minute.
Ron's been around forever.
Yeah.
Ron Eastwood. Oh, you're blushing. Stop that.
He's blushing, but he made that himself.
That's
I'm going to get in there and make one about myself.
Make another Ron-tage, we call them around
Exactly.
here. Thanks to Lisa in Garrettsville.
Ron-tage.
Another gift from Garrettsville came
Yay!
in. A first-time
Thanks, Patty. A first-time gift. So Patty's getting an excerpt from the Moody Bible Commentary, all 4 Gospels, a commentary on those. Very exciting.
I have to read Patty's comment. Are you ready for this?
Please.
My Aunt Carol has been a lifetime listener of Moody Radio. She's a wonderful Christian woman with great faith and a heart full of love. I recently lost my son, Austin, to suicide after years of terrible sadness and depression. Aunt Carol recommended listening to your program to give me hope, encouragement, and healing. Thank you for what you do and for blessing my aunt. Love her to pieces.
Oh, Patty.
We're so sorry.
We're so sorry for the pain that you're going through, and we're grateful for your aunt who is encouraging you. Grateful to hear a gift from Garrettsville. You know, I'm from Garrettsville, so I have a special place in my heart for that community. But thanks for sharing that with us. Our prayers are with you. This is a huge challenge you're going through, but hopefully you can find some hope and encouragement as you hang out with us. And you know what? I mean, we do hear from people on a fairly regular basis that are going through a difficult time. Yeah. And so really the friendship they feel, whether it's with our team or with another one of the programs you hear on Moody Radio, is what sustains them and reminds them that Jesus is with them in their pain. He promised to be with us. And that knowledge and that reminder can be what people need to get through a difficult time. Thank you so much. Thanks as well to Margaret in Strongsville. Ron's subliminal messages have been paying off.
Yes.
$1 a day.
Stanola from East Liverpool. Hello. She's from East Liverpool with the Beatles.
I like that name. That's unique.
It's nice. It's like Daria.
Oh, thank you.
It's a nice name. Dawn in Uniontown, Anna in Cleveland, Martha in Cleveland. 800-600-9624. Just about 20 minutes left of our local programming for Spring Share. Would love to see your gifts come in a flood here of any amount as we approach the end of local programming for Spring Share. 800-600-9624.
Winnie Cooper theme song.
Aww.
Oh, it is.
Brian's getting teary-eyed. His eyes are welling up.
Isn't it a beautiful song?
It
It's
is.
very nice.
They knew what they were doing.
And they would
That's why you had a crush on her, because they played music like this.
They would do like slow motion
Yeah,
camera
of course, her
work,
hair is like blowing in the wind.
like a soft lens.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Arnold just speechless.
Yeah.
Staring.
And Brian Dolan, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks, Ron.
You got to
That
take
was
a
great.
break because Brian's having a hard time. He's getting teary-eyed.
That was great. Wow. What a beautiful song. Thanks, Ron.
You're welcome.
You're the best. All right.
I was
Let's
like,
get
this
those
doesn't
gifts
sound
in.
like Jordan Feliz.
800-600-9624. 800-600-9624. MoodyRadio.org. MoodyRadio.org. Or text the word share to 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
I'm about to cry. This is my show. Like, at work, man, when I'm out door dashing, when I'm out, I got this on all day. And I'm just learning, eating everything, just taking in. Even things that I don't agree with, it still challenges me. It causes me to, investigate, constantly investigate the Bible.
Love that comment from a Mornings with Brian listener. That's our whole team here together for another 15 minutes or so as we wrap up local programming for Spring Share 2025. Lauren, we got to thank some people.
David in West Lafayette, Louise in Damascus, Margaret in Strongsville, Sonora in East Liverpool. Thank you so much.
Thanks for those gifts. We're so grateful for you. I would love to see a bunch more pile in here in the last few minutes before we pass it off to, I think it's Dr. Rydelnik.
I thought so too. That he would be the main host and probably Colin Lambert.
Clearly, we don't know what's going on around here.
And if you
I only know what's happening right here in this room.
if you like math, wait till you hear Colin Lambert.
Oh, he's got some double your money match, add $200.
Times the square root of the hypotenuse.
Yeah.
And we're over here just like, give.
We don't do the maths.
Yeah, in fact, Lauren and I were on Chris Faber yesterday, and it wasn't just us having a hard time keeping up with Colin's math.
No, Chris couldn't keep up with Colin's math.
Chris was like, wait, what?
He said, I don't really know what's happening, so we're going to take a break.
We're going to add $200 to every gift that's minus 7 times the square root.
Right.
Which is obviously 7.
Plus the 3.14159.
Yeah, and so we were like, I like pi. Literally, we talked about pi. Anyway.
Anyways.
It's 9:44. We've got less than 15 minutes with you. If you believe in the mission of Moody Radio of proclaiming the gospel of Jesus Christ here in Northeast Ohio, Western Pennsylvania, and helping people grow in their journey with Jesus, take that next step. This is your opportunity to take this listener-supported ministry and become a partner in it. Be a part of it. 800-600-9624. 800-600-9624.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
a Spring Share edition. Hear stories of how your gifts transform lives with the gospel every day. Give your gift now by calling or texting the word SHARE to 800-600-9624. Or give online at moodyradio.org/Cleveland.
Special thanks to Lawrence in Cleveland, Marsha in Dover. Thanks for your monthly gift. Pearl in Cleveland. Oh, what a gem.
Yeah.
Love her. Some really nice comments have come in too, Daria. Would you share one or two with us?
Yeah, Marcia says, we like the varied topics you discuss in the morning, that it's not Christianese, but everyday practical. The regular guests also provide depth and variety. Your refusal to be drawn into politics is a legal requirement, but also appears to be a core philosophy, so you don't skirt the edge.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Marcia. Got a really nice comment from Hazel. My mornings start every day with you. My mornings with Brian family. I laugh, I cry, and I roll my eyes often with Lauren. You each bring your special gifts to the show, and it's a perfect blend. You've walked with me through the passing of my husband and then the consecutive passing of my 3 sisters. My pastor and his wife blessed me with a gift of 10 sessions of counseling to help me with the compounded grief. What a beautiful gift that I didn't know I needed. She says, I love you, Ron Eastwood.
Aww.
Enjoy the playful bantering between Brian and Lauren. And Daria, your wisdom is such an inspiration to me. Love each of you and so thankful for you.
What a sweet, thoughtful comment.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. And then I think it was Marcia. It feels good to be seen, Marcia, because you're right. Some places say they're nonpartisan, but they really wink and nudge a lot.
Yeah.
We're not interested in that. Jesus is our priority on our show. And we're going to follow him wherever he calls us to think or go. Whatever that makes the world think of us, we just don't care because we want to be subject to Jesus and Jesus alone. So thanks for seeing us and sharing that comment. 800-600-9624. 10 minutes left in local programming here before we pass it off to Chicago.
Thanks to Lily in Cleveland.
Hey-oh.
Yay!
Nice. John and Akron.
Yay!
Fern and Beechwood.
Yay! And Deborah and Parma, yay!
Increased her gift. That's an option. You can do that.
800-600-9624. Just a few minutes left of local programming. 800-600-9624. moodyradio.org.
Mornings with Brian. Moody Radio Cleveland. 103.3 at 6 to 9 a.m.
Pastor Scott Lessing in with us from the prison campus at Lorraine Correctional from Grace Church in Middleburg Heights.
You guys are equippers. I know you said earlier that you're not a theologian, you're not a pastor, you're not all these things, but you guys are equippers. You guys help equip the saints. 2 Timothy 3:16-17 talks about that the Scripture, it's God-breathed and it's used for teaching, rebuking, correcting, and training in righteousness. And you guys bring that to Northeast Ohio every single day. You're the conduit for the Holy Spirit to work in our lives through the radio. You guys are humble. And you downplay the empowerment that you have for us. And you guys play a huge role in what God is doing in and through the radio station. So I thank you. All the listeners, thank you. Without you guys, seriously, I know there's many, many, many thousands of us who would not be able to be as equipped as we are if it weren't for you guys.
Thank you, Pastor Scott Lessing from Grace Church. He runs the prison campus at Lorraine Correctional for Grace Church. A regular contributor to our morning show. Who are we? We're the Mornings with Brian team here on WCRF, and we have about 4 minutes left of local programming.
Yes.
Lauren, we got to thank a few people here.
Yes, thank you to Laureen in Middlefield, Barbara in Richfield, Deborah in Parma, Lily in Cleveland, John in Akron, Fern in Beechwood, Lawrence in Cleveland, and Marcia in Dover.
Oh, thanks, you guys. So grateful. And Daria, you got a comment or two for us we could toss in there?
Yeah, Don says, Moody Radio is such a blessing to me. So many times the word I hear are just what I needed. It's such a nourishment to my soul. We hear that a lot. Thank you so much. I'm also so grateful to have access to Moody Radio and the digital format. That's right. You can take us on the go on the app or on Facebook and YouTube, as well as podcast format. To be able to hear the program that I missed or want to hear again is also a wonderful blessing. Thank you to the WCRF team. You brighten my day.
Now, I don't know how you keep track of making sure you get back to people on text messages. I leave stuff unread, or
Yes.
I'll go back and mark it as unread occasionally.
Yes, I do that.
Remember to go back. Now, I bring all that up because I know some of you aren't able to give right now. You're doing something. It's Saturday. You're busy. You're doing your thing. You're shopping.
You're at Walmart or on your way to Walmart.
Or you're just laying in bed and you're like, I don't even want to look at my phone yet.
Or you're going to Hinckley to see the return of the Buzzards.
Exactly.
That's where Lauren's going.
Yeah, that's where I'll be.
She'll put her arms out, hoping they'll land on
No.
her. She'll hold bread, hoping they take it from her
Buzzards
hands.
could carry you away. They're huge.
Or wait, no, she'll hold raw flesh of some sort
Gross.
in her hands so that the buzzards come and eat it. But no, I bring all this up because we're not going to shut down giving when
No.
we pass to national. And when our national friends are done talking, they're not going to shut it down either. We'll have giving available for about a week afterwards is usually how that goes. So if you text the word share to us at 800-600-9624, it'll send you back a link. And you don't have to open it. You can it'll leave it unread as a reminder to go and give at some point when you're able to do that. Maybe you're waiting to get paid or whatever you're doing, okay? So try that. You can just text the word share to 800-600-9624, 800-600-9624. Text the word share to that number. And if you just feel like, I don't know if you have some other method, I don't know what you do, just put a tab on your website. How many tabs do you leave open, Lauren, on your browser?
Like 3.
My wife does 16.
No.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
No way.
I don't know how she does it.
I keep 6 or 7.
Yeah, I have it set when I open up the browser tab, 5 pop up automatically. Places I go regularly, just to
I
save
don't
me
like
time.
that.
You don't like that?
No, it's too much confusion for my brain.
It reminds me that I need to go back to these other things while I'm working on something else.
So you actually go type in every website you want to go visit.
I don't type it full. It's going to remember it. So I just type the first 2 letters.
But if
and
you
there it is.
preset it for the ones you go to all the time.
Too much chaos.
Oh, I love that you give me a tisk there.
much.
I don't think I've gotten one of those from you.
Too much.
This is pretty exciting.
Too much.
So
I don't like that sound you just made.
open up an extra tab and put moodyradio.org, moodyradio.org, and get back to giving a little bit later
Thanks
on.
to Laurel and Berea.
Hey, it's Laurel. We love Laurel and
The
Berea.
Lores are coming through. Woo! Yeah!
We've got Lauren, and then Laurel gave, and Laureen
Laureen.
in Middlefield. I love that. I was just at the Walmart in Middlefield 2 days ago. And I stopped by Middlefield MFG. Love that place. Okay, so just a few seconds left. Thanks from all of us here on WCRF. We're going to pass it off to our friends in Chicago. But for now, don't forget 800-600